Everybody knows we need to be creating more content. All of us gurus are out there telling you create more content, create more content. But what content are you actually supposed to create, especially for a recruiting business? I mean, what clients and candidates are actually looking at content, right? Hey, well, by the end of this video, I'm going to give you an exact strategy on what content you should create and why. And this is the exact same stuff that I'm helping Ben Bonnell, Jessyca Shuttleworth, Renee, Frey, Katie Marriott implement to attract clients from their content. And for the best online marketing and lead generation advice, specifically for the staffing and recruiting space, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification button in the corner so you get access to my new videos every single Wednesday. So let's talk about content now. So there's really 4 basic things that we need to do here to tell your story. All right. So the first thing that you want to look at is really you want most of your content to be geared towards your market. Sometimes people think marketing, they think of promotion. How am I going to promote my business? How am I going to share, how I do things, how I do it better? How am I going to, convey my why, work with Donnie? So really you want to shift your focus from being about you into being about them. People respond to things that what's in it for them. And that should be the core thought that you have for every piece of content that you're creating is what's in it for the market, right? So for this piece of content right here, you're going to have clarity. What's in this for you is you're going to have clarity on what type of content you can create to actually get a result. Okay. And in the Relevant Recruiter program that I teach, we actually have the content conversion system. And this is the same principles that we teach in the program. So, once we make that shift away from the content being about us and being more about our market, what we want to do is tap into the market pains. Okay. What are the symptoms that they have of their struggles? What are the pains that they have when it comes to recruiting and finding talent? What are the pains they have when it comes to interviewing people? What are the pains they have when it comes to onboarding people? What are the pains around the whole entire recruiting process? Why do your clients struggle to fill roles when you exceed at them? We want to start talking about what those pains are. Now, on the same side of the client side, we can talk about the same things from the candidates. We can talk about their poor experiences with other recruiters. We can talk about the pains of their existing employment, right? So ultimately, when we're doing this, when we're eliciting pain, most people actually respond to pain faster than they will towards, something that could give them pleasure. So that's one of the reasons that we focus on pain. But from an expertise standpoint, if we can really articulate to the market why they're struggling better than they are, then that immediately puts us into an authoritative position in the marketplace. And that should be the goal. So the first type of content you should market around or create should be about the pains in the market. The next thing you want to do is you want to have a good story about you and your business. Okay. And, you want to craft a compelling story that is going to get somebody to be attracted to the authentic version of you. Why did you break into this business? What unique experiences do you have? What unique skills do you have? What unique connections do you have? Really start to tell your story to your market so they can make a personal connection to you and your brand. Okay. When we're telling our story, we want to really make sure that we're telling that story and making it authentic about ourselves, but we want to tell it so it's really appealing to our core target market. So if you've watched any of my other trainings, you know how important a niching down is for these things to be successful. Okay. So once we have our pains, once we have our story out there, what we want to start creating now is a little bit of content around our process or system or methodology that solves their pains and their problems. Okay. And so we have a clear way to market our process to the clients so that they can buy into that methodology. Okay. So they can buy into how we're going to solve and recruit, whatever problem or whatever position we're trying to fill. We want to be able to articulate how we can fill them better. And we've got this unique methodology and process. And the reason why this is important is because, as a recruiter, that standing out a differentiation is a challenge in general. So if I can get them to tie into and believe that I have a unique method or process that's different than everybody else, that's really a key thing for you to have some success online. The fourth thing that I recommend is what I call proof. Proof is no different than testimonials, but you want to be having content every single day where you are sharing your testimonials. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. If you've followed me for a while, you'll see that I have a ton of video testimonials for my clients, singing my praises about going through the program. And it's incredibly important for people to want, it's incredibly important for the decision-making process of somebody that comes into my program is seeing that somebody else has done it for them. And in a lot of cases in your market's going to be the exact same thing. So you want to have proof. So video testimonials are the best, but if you can't get that, then it's just getting any type of LinkedIn recommendation, any type of written testimonial. But then you have to really share that. You want to talk about that, and you want to actually make a story about that person's journey, almost like a little case study of that testimonial. So, if you really just look at those 4 things, if you continually create content around the pain in the market, telling stories about you, so we can get a transparency around that, as well as your process and your methodology to solve their pain and their problem, how you recruit your specific positions more efficiently than everybody else, and then proof, hey, I am what I say that I am, then you've got yourself one hell of a content strategy. So, hey, if you liked this training, head over to our free Facebook group. We have the Relevant Recruiter community where we're always talking about online marketing, lead generation, specifically for the staffing and recruiting space. And I also have a little mini training down below, that's very valuable for those that are looking to automate their lead generation and build more of an online brand presence. So if you like this video, give it a like, a comment, and a share. I would appreciate that. And again, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, hit that bell in the corner so you get access to these new videos every single week on Wednesday. This is Donnie Gupton. I'll talk to you soon. I'm out.